Hi, for episode 3 we were going to have a guest, but he is quite busy today for work reasons. So today is like the first episode all over again. You've got me and Dale and Shayce.
Hi. Welcome to the Infinite Geek, episode 3.
We're back to like the first episode again. We've got 7 topics, so it's not as much as last week's episode was like an hour and 40 odd minutes or 50 minutes.
You could say we're back to basics, Chris. Yeah.
I think that's a good episode title.
The circle is now complete. Back
Well,
to basics.
triangle, seen Romeo in the third episode.
Yeah, good point. I was making a Star Wars reference, man.
I wasn't.
Oh, shame.
I know. So today, like I said, 7 topics. First one that we're going to talk about is there's going to be a Power Rangers reboot.
Go, go, Power Rangers!
I know it's the better version of the Power Rangers, the one that we grew up to.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, man.
Do you know there was a series before that? And it was Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers.
You were shitting me.
Nope.
Oh my god,
They've got like big heads and everything.
I need to see this now.
I mean, it's a weird show. But aye.
Weird is good.
Aye, weird is good. The reboot, what's your thoughts?
Next. Mixed, but overall optimistic.
If they do it properly, like if they don't have the cutesy, oh, we're going to do this, yeah.
Yeah, they don't take the like they did with the original series. They don't take the footage from Japan and then just add in American teen drama into it.
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
It worked though.
It kind of worked. Although I still love Tommy, let's be honest.
He was in like another 3 series after that.
He was the Green Ranger to start with, and he was kind of evil. Then he became the White Ranger. And he was in Dino Thunder.
It was the Black
Ranger.
It was also...
He was in the latest one for the 20th anniversary. He played the Red Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, that was amazing, all the Red Rangers together.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, it's brilliant.
We're clearly just the height of coolness here, folks. We're geeking over Power Rangers, and we know all the different versions of the Power Rangers. Be honest, you want to hang with us. Don't lie to yourself.
The title for the new series they're making? Like, I saw the American voiceover trailer, and it was just, they're Power Rangers with new powers, and that's the fucking title.
That's what
Power Rangers New Powers. It's like, oh god, no, they've run out of ideas, stop it.
It's not exactly Wild Force, is it?
Oh, Wild Force, that was awesome.
I know, right? I love that. It was kind of like the last one that I loved. Well, no, I like Dino Thunder.
I liked the magic one. But it clearly wasn't magic, it was just Amorphous.
Was that Mystic Force?
Mystic Force.
Yeah. I kind of tuned out with all of them. I think the last one I truly loved was Wild Force. I loved that. And then I kind of like Dino Thunder.
I like Dino Thunder just because it was dinosaurs.
Yeah, I watched SPD.
Wasn't SPD before then?
I don't know. I thought it was after, but it could be before. I lost track.
SPD was like the one where like halfway through you figure out that one of them's from the future and you're like, what?
Oh my god. Yeah. I kind of want to see the 20th anniversary one of all the Red Rangers.
It's pretty good.
I want to see it. But let's get on to the reboot. I don't know, because I mean, you could say Pacific Rim was like a rebooted Power Rangers.
If they do that in like the same style, like it's a big Pacific Rim mech, I'd just like fangasm everywhere.
Hard and hot. Right, we all know I'm a big Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm not getting into Star Wars. Just I love them.
Not yet.
Not yet. Don't worry, we'll get there, folks. One of the reasons I love Star Wars so much is because of the mythology. Right.
Oh yeah.
I feel if they get the mythology right with because apparently it's like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. If they get the mythology right, like Zordon, the Megazords, the guy with the Z,
Zed.
Yeah, him.
The guy with the Z.
Yeah,
Zed.
yeah. And Ivan Ooze, do you remember him?
That
was
Ivan
awesome.
Ooze.
Oh, nostalgia overdose, folks. I don't know if they get and they make a reason for why there's Power Rangers.
Well, they did that in the series. Like,
I don't remember. It was just like, you teenagers seem cool. I'm gonna give you powers.
No, it was something like the city was getting attacked by
Angel Grove.
Angel Grove was getting attacked by Zed and these evil minion scaly people. And it was like, okay, we need to choose a team. We'll try and find like so many people that have got certain quirks about them. And it was like, you're strong, you've got good intelligence, all that virtuous shite. To tell I'm virtuous. It was just, that's why they picked them. Not just, those are hip teenagers.
That's what it came across as, you know.
In the newer series, that's what it is. It's like, those guys are hip. You could be Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's why the franchise is dying, let's be honest.
Slowly but surely. That's what the reboot's for, to bring it back.
Yeah, it's
like, oh my god, this is amazing, I'll go back and watch all the series. 10 minutes later, what have I done?
Make it less kiddie, make it more mature, you know.
Pacific Rim.
See, no, I don't want Pacific Rim, because even though I like Pacific Rim,
I love Pacific Rim.
It's so cliched, and it's
so is Power Rangers.
That's why I want it to. That's why I want the reboot to be deeper. You know, to have characters that we can connect with and care about. You know,
it'd be good if they'd done something like before Zordon came to Earth, like how he managed to get there,
like a Fall of Cybertron style.
The Fall of Zordon.
That'd be awesome.
Quickly, Megazords, follow me.
The war for, I don't know. That's
some freaking Zordonian planet.
Zordon.
Just with a bunch of bald guys floating about in beds.
Like a Megatron weapon.
Yeah. It'll be like one guy with like a tuft of hair. I'm different, follow me.
I turn into a giant gun. Which is what Megatron was. And yet he was awesome.
And a truck. They filled Optimus with that and turned into a truck.
Yeah.
You're for it.
I thought that Galvatron's apparently rumored to be in the fourth one.
We're kind of going off topic again.
I know, but I don't want to like the fourth one, but they're giving me Dinobots, they're giving me Galvatron, it's like, why?
I like dinosaurs, give me more of them.
Fuck you, Michael Bay. But yeah, overall thoughts on Power Rangers reboot.
If they do it well, I'll be happy. If they don't do it well, I'll still be happy to see Power Rangers.
Right now, are you optimistic?
Yeah, obviously.
I'm cautiously optimistic. Yeah.
Once like the first like leaks appear,
what, like everyone in their costume?
Aye, if they do get costumes, they might.
Oh, they have to have costumes.
They might get like.
They get like armor, not like.
Aye, that's what I'm trying to say. Like armor,
the lycra that they used to wear.
I'd prefer if they do like a wee bit where okay, we've got these prototype suits and they show them the lycra.
Yeah,
be like, no, we want something a bit bulkier.
That would be funny. That would be a nice end reference.
But once I see the first leaks, then I'll be a bit more. Oh, this is going to be pretty good.
You know what they need to have, right? More. What was it? Alpha.
Aye.
They need to have that in there.
He just needs a sombrero and he's a wee Mexican man running about the place.
Again racism. Jesus Christ, every fucking episode.
I'm sorry. Sorry to the 2 Mexican people that watch us.
Thank you for watching. We love you, really. Well, I love you. I don't know about him with some of the comments he makes.
I'm a bit skeptical, apparently.
Let's move on.
Next part, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's been renewed for a series too.
Yes,
that's what you were telling me about. I don't really know much about it.
Yeah, it got renewed, and this is going to lead into the next topic. But yeah, it got when it first started, everyone was watching it, but then because it got some bad reviews for a bit in the early episodes, a lot of people stopped watching, and its ratings dropped quite a bit.
Oh, is that why there was that break?
Possibly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ratings dropped quite a bit, and then it was kind of like, are they going to renew it? If they don't renew it, what's going to happen? Like, is Coulson going to go back into movies? What's going to happen? And, but yeah, it's been renewed.
What's going to happen?
We got a season 2, folks.
It'll be interesting to see how they carry on, because there are the certain characters that have turned, and then you find out. That's why I've said certain characters.
Yeah.
The certain characters that have turned, and you get the new backstories and everything. It'll be interesting to see how they carry on. Because I mean, just now I think because we're in the UK, we're only on episode I think 19.
The last one I got recorded was Providence.
I think that's about 19, and it finishes at episode 22 or 25. So there's a few more weeks of that left. I'm going to watch the last episode when I go home.
Don't spoil.
I'll try not to. But after it's finished, I'll be interested to see. I'll be interested to see how they finish it, because there's all that tech and stuff that's happened and people have got.
Is it gonna lead into Age of Ultron?
It might start off like as a war or something, like the Hydra remnants.
Spoiler.
That's not a spoiler at all. It'll just be interesting to see, really.
Yeah, I'm glad it got a season 2 because I don't like it when Joss Whedon shows get cancelled after one season.
Firefly.
And not just Firefly, Dollhouse. It got more than one season. It got 2 seasons, but still, it was supposed to go longer. And it was a great show, and I loved it. And they cancelled it after 2 seasons. And the final episode sucked because they had to cram everything in, and I'm angry and annoyed.
Firefly.
Damn right. I'm a leaf on the wind.
Watch me pipe through the throat.
Oh,
why would you do that to
me? No. That's why Joss Whedon has that reputation for killing people. It's like Tara and Buffy. Oh, that still makes me cry.
Oh no, don't mention that.
And then Angel, where everyone died.
No, fucking Doyle.
I know, right? Season 1. And then, like,
Cordelia got his powers, and you're just like, wait, what? Cordelia's important now?
What? Cordelia's always been. But I loved Cordelia and Angel. Like,
she got more of a character development.
And Buffy, she was just
a stuck-up schoolgirl.
You know the type. We've all seen them at high school. But in Angel, she became awesome. And then it was like a kind of.
She had a ghost friend
thing. And then she kind of had like a kind of romantic relationship with Angel. Like, I don't think they ever did anything with it. I can't remember, but
no, I don't know.
There was like a kind of bond there.
Yeah, they became good friends.
Yeah, and you've seen all of them, right?
Probably. The way it ended was shit.
Oh,
I'm just off to fight this dragon, bye.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, thanks.
Well, technically, did it continue in the comics? As they've continued Buffy?
And Smallville.
Yeah, true. And Charmed, although I hate Charmed.
Charmed has continued as a comic?
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be terrible.
Although it's being rebooted. That they're making a new Charmed TV show.
Oh god, why?
Why are we talking about Charmed?
Okay, back to topics.
We're supposed to be talking about awesome stuff, not Charmed.
I kind of like Charmed.
Oh god, I have a sister named after. I have a sister called Piper from Charmed, and my mum's obsessed with it. And I've seen every episode of the show. I hate it. It's just
I like Charmed.
Yeah. To segue from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. into the next topic. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been picked up for a second season, but we're also getting a new Marvel TV show, which they've been talking about for a while.
Are we?
Agent Carter.
Oh, that's the
Peggy from Captain America. Well, have you seen the little short they did called Agent Carter?
No.
I've seen it, and it's pretty cool. It's basically how she, after the events of the first Captain America film, she's kind of working a desk job, and she wants more.
Right, no wonder after all of that.
Yeah, but because of the time period it is, it's like, oh, you're a woman. It's like you just do your paperwork at the desk, and you just feel sorry for her because it's infuriating. Yeah. But everyone's out drinking, as men do.
As we do.
Fucking men.
I know. Imagine them going out and drinking.
And she's the only one in the office when she gets the alarm. So she goes in this assignment, and she gets it done. And then her boss is like giving her shit for it the next day. And I think he fires her and just calls her a pathetic woman or whatever.
What?
But then he gets a phone call like 5 minutes later from what's his name?
I don't know.
Stark Senior.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think it is Anthony.
Tony's dad. And he's like, yeah, you tell her she's come to work with me at S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
And that's how it ends.
Right, okay.
And yeah, she's getting her own TV show.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
You know how many Captain America segues there's going to be in that?
Yeah.
Like, should we doing something that should just get a flashback or something?
You know what this means though, right? With spoilers for Captain America: The Winter Soldier, but you know how we see kind of like the formation of Shield in that,
Yeah.
and ultimately what it turns into.
Aye.
We could see that in the show. Like, if
True.
she's working at Shield and like the formation of Shield, we could see kind of like little like
that,
how Hydra infiltrated them.
like that doctor guy that turned his brain into a computer.
Yeah, we could see him
Right.
because he like helped them out.
He did as well, hasn't
Like, yeah, I'll join you.
he? Maniacal laugh.
I'm going to become a computer in the 70s.
And lasted 2014.
Yeah. Then blows himself up. 2014, you think you could upload yourself to the cloud? Yeah, I know, right?
You never know, maybe he's done that. And
maybe. I mean, maybe he's going to be the big bad in Captain America 3.
It'll turn out that he's actually Ultron.
Oh, I hope not.
That would be terrible.
I mean, when I was watching it, I was kind of like, there's a lot of references to AI in this, and we know Ultron's going to be the big bad, and
Age of Ultron.
Who knew? But I really hope they don't make it that it's Zola, it's Ultron. I wouldn't like that.
It's just like Ultron's about to smack someone, and it just goes, "So, I'm about to hit you," in a German accent. And
we won, Captain. We won.
Sitting there, hands on the face, going, "What? No!"
I wouldn't like that at all.
No, God no.
I like the actor that's playing Ultron. James Spader. You ever seen Secretary?
No.
Okay. It's basically 50 Shades of Grey before 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, okay. But it's sad from that reference. I'm like, okay, yeah.
That's not a bad thing because Secretary is a great film. It's a really great film. Excuse me. But yeah, Agent Carter.
That would be a good. I
think that could be interesting.
The awards aren't working really, does it? It's interesting to see when it comes out.
So many Marvel shows coming out. I mean, we get Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. come back for a second season. We get Agent Carter officially coming for one season. Could be picked up for more, who knows. We got the Netflix shows. We got Daredevil. We got Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. Then they're going to cross over.
They'll be the Defenders.
Defenders, yeah. And then there's rumours there could be more.
Roll on 2028.
I know, right? It's like friggin' Kevin Feige, man. Kevin Feige, he knows what he's doing.
Aye, he does. It's basically him standing above like hungry dogs with a piece of meat that just says Marvel on it.
Yeah, it's just like fanboys chained up, like, man, give us more.
That's exactly it. Fanboys chained up and he's just like waving new comics at them.
Yeah. It's like, you want it, don't you? Yes. You want to see more? You want to see Spider-Man with the Avengers, don't you? But you can't have it. Not yet.
What's this? The revealed origin story? There you go. Oh man, so much to look forward to.
I know. It's just people complain so much nowadays, but it's only because we're spoiled. Because we get so much awesome stuff now.
Most people don't see it though, because they're kind of idiots.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like, oh, Harry was the Goblin in Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh, I'm not gonna see it.
Was he?
It's not a spoiler. It's not.
Your face there was just like, oh shit. Oh wait, no.
We talked about this last week.
No.
We talked about it in the first episode.
Did we?
Yeah. Although, what we didn't talk about, because it had just come out at the time, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is getting a lot, and I mean a lot of hate.
I saw something on one of the websites that I read.
It's officially rotten.
It was, it had a really strong start, but then the rest of it was terrible.
I disagree. It's not as bad as Spider-Man 3. Let's just point that out now. People calling this the Batman and Robin of the Spider-Man franchise are wrong. They're just wrong. This film is bipolar. Right? No, I mean that because it has so many things in it that are amazing. Like, quite possibly some of the best.
Like Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh my god. Yeah, but it's so many things in it that make it the best Spider-Man film ever. and then it has other stuff in it that is like the worst ever. I mean, the dialogue in it. Some of the dialogue, like with Peter and Gwen, awesome. And Peter and Electro, when he's just become Electro.
No,
awesome.
I saw some of the stuff from that, and Electro was just like a scared little kid.
Yes,
Spider-Man was actually trying to help him.
That works. And then like 2 minutes later, it's like, oh, kill Spider-Man because I'm bad.
Because a cop shot him.
Yeah, it's that's what I'm talking about. It does some stuff so well, better than anything that's come before. Then you have other stuff which just is terrible. Like, I don't understand it. People are advocating for a director's cut.
Yeah.
For Mark Webb to do his true original vision for the movie. I'm quite up for that.
Interesting.
Because so many scenes were cut from that movie. Just
Really?
like the first one. Like, half of the trailers aren't in the movie.
Really?
There's this whole subplot in the trailer where Harry's like, Oscorp was watching you, had you under surveillance. Which ties into the first one where it's like, we have plans for you, Peter Parker.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, do you think what happened to you was an accident? And it's this whole kind of thing where, did they plan for him to become Spider-Man? That was in the first film, it was cut. And then in the trailers for this, it was like, why were they watching you? Isn't that the question of the day? It's not in the film! It's...
I think the director's cut's a good idea.
It's not just that, there was a whole after credits scene. Which I can't tell you about because I just realised you haven't seen the film.
Is it the after credits or the after credits?
There was supposed to be an after credit. They only do one.
Do you know, I watched Follow the Dark World the other day, and I thought, okay, there is an after credit scene. I wonder if there's one after that, because Marvel films they're sleazy like
They've
that.
started to do two now. They're like tricking you.
And like I got to the end of it, and there it was, just that big creature jumping about, chasing pigeons,
like a happy dog.
And I was sitting there going, Marvel, I hate you sometimes. But see this? I'm gonna pat you in the back for that. Yeah. That was nice.
There was two in Captain America: Winter Soldier, but I like the two in Captain America because the first one is obviously the Age of Ultron tie-in with the twins.
Oh yeah, and after it's
Bucky
at the
find out who he is, and it's awesome.
Sorry if you've not seen Captain America.
Yeah, we should be. Yeah, shit. Spoilers. We've talked about it already in like a previous episode.
On to the next topic.
Yeah.
This is Dale's part of the podcast.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars.
Episode 7, The Ancient Fear.
Yeah, Ancient Cult News has reported that they've been informed by several sources, and they're a kind of reliable website. They don't always get it right, but most of the time they do. And they've reported, because they've been told by several sources, that the title of Star Wars Episode 7 will be Star Wars Episode 7, The Ancient Fear. Thoughts, Chris?
What would the Ancient Fear be? Would it be, Sith coming from like, deep space?
There is a rumour going about that Max von Sydow, the older actor of the cast, who's a legend in Hollywood, there is a rumour that he could be playing Darth Plagueis.
Darth Plagueis?
He was mentioned in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Because Palpatine's like, did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
He tried to bring somebody back to the
Yeah, he had power over like life and death, and that was and then Palpatine's like, then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. It's ironic, you know. And basically, Plagueis was Palpatine's master. Yeah, and there's a novel as well which explores that backstory. The novel, however, is non-canon now. It's part of the Star Wars Legends brand.
Oh, aye, all that stuff is out.
Yeah, because the expanded universe is non-canon officially now, but it's Star Wars Legends now. But even though the novel isn't canon, the character is, because he was mentioned in Episode 3.
Fair enough.
And there is rumours going about that Max von Sydow could be playing Plagueis. And I would love that. Because not only is Max von Sydow a great actor, he can play evil well. And I like the idea that instead of the new big bad guy being yeah, Palpatine had another apprentice.
Oh,
He broke the rule of two, and he had another apprentice who's now come out the woodwork.
The amount of films that do that is really,
Yeah.
we only train one person, but I did train that guy. You're like, no,
It's like
stop.
the rule of two. I mean, in the Clone Wars, he says to Darth Maul, "There's only one rule of the Sith. There can only ever be two, and you are no longer my apprentice, Maul." You know, it's like they constantly go on about the rule of two.
Yeah.
The Sith. And sorry if I'm boring you here.
That's right.
But I like the idea that instead of just introducing another apprentice, we're actually going backwards. It's like actually the master of the guy who created the Empire.
That supposedly is dead.
But remember,
Well, you get turned into the Force.
no, Sith don't do that. Only Jedi can do that.
Well, maybe they get turned into Dark Force.
No, George Lucas has specified this. Sith can do things Jedi can't. Like in Episode 3, the dark side of the Force is a pathway to many, but at least some consider to be unnatural.
Yeah.
They can do stuff Jedi can't, like shoot lightning
Aye.
and survive stuff that should have killed them. Like Darth Maul gets split in half.
Oh, I need men's in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, and Clone Wars is canon,
Oh, okay.
and like Darth Maul is alive.
It may show up in the film.
It's possible, yeah.
Old man Maul.
There's rumours he's gonna. That would be amazing. There's rumours he's gonna be in Rebels, and by that point he would be Old Man Maul.
He's got a lightsaber walking stick.
Yeah, in Clone Wars he gets a black lightsaber.
Mm.
It is amazing.
He's walking about with a Zimmer frame,
That's it.
and then he just flicks a switch, and all of a sudden,
a lightsaber Zimmer frame.
Come back so I can stab you.
But remember, Plagueis had power over life and death.
Yeah.
So even though Palpatine thinks he killed him,
As soon as Palpatine left the room, good, he's gone.
I like the idea that because Palpatine throughout all the films was like the most evil bastard. He corrupted the Republic and brought it down to its knees and formed a fascist galactic-wide empire. That guy had a master. There was someone who taught him everything he knew.
Yeah, there was someone that taught him to be that evil.
Yeah, and if Max von Sydow was playing him, my god, man, how awesome would that be?
Evil of evil.
But again, that's just rumours. The actual title itself, what do you think? The Ancient Fear. Do you think that could
If
be?
it is like along that storyline, then that'll be pretty good.
Yeah, it's a play on words because J.J. Abrams, the director, has always said A New Hope is his favourite.
Actually, it's along that storyline, and it is Palpatine's master. It's going to be freaking ancient.
Max von Sydow is like 80 years old.
So it'll take the title to a literal The Ancient Fear.
Yeah, and if he is immortal and has power over life and death, then yeah, it fits.
It'd be brilliant to see like he gets his arm chopped off or something, and he just laughs as it grows back.
No, that would be amazing.
You'll need to be more creative to kill me.
Would you be up for that scene, Plagueis in it, like Palpatine's master?
That'd be fucking awesome.
Oh, I know, right then. I think that would be better because he's been established in the movies. Like we know there's a Darth Plagueis, or there was a Plagueis. I just think it would be cool to, instead of creating a new character, introducing someone that we already know about.
See, some people wouldn't have picked that up, and like,
to be fair, that was one of the best scenes of the prequel trilogy.
So, like I said, people wouldn't have picked that up, and they're like, oh, so they're bringing in new people, and then you will get that kind of fan war. Like, oh, he's not new,
There's a whole backstory to him. Read the books.
Or just rewatch the films.
Yeah, because that is a great scene. I have my problems with the prequels, but that scene is perfect.
That was the bit where they were sitting at that kind of water show.
Yeah,
thing.
the opera, and it's just amazing.
Okay. That'll be interesting to see.
Like I said, Ancient Fear, it's a play on words because J.J. Abrams has always said A New Hope, Episode 4, is his favourite.
Yeah.
The very original film is his favourite out of all of them. And it is a play on words. New, ancient, not old. Hope, fear.
Oh, great.
It's like, which is quite interesting. And it fits. I mean, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Episode 4, A New Hope. Episode 7, The Ancient Fear. It kind of fits.
It does, yeah.
And I'd be up for it. Some people don't like titles, think it's corny. But all the Star Wars titles are corny.
Yeah.
That's what makes them work.
We've seen this early. There'll be like a bajillion more titles that will come out.
Would you like to hear all the rumoured ones that there are?
Okay.
Leave me alone, I love talking this stuff. It's my favourite time of the podcast.
I know.
Yeah, there is A New Dawn.
Okay, that's understandable.
Which was revealed to be the name of a new book that's coming out. So, kind of makes it less likely that episode 7 will be called that, but I still kind of hope it is because that's my favourite of the tales. Even more so than the Ancient Fear. The Ancient Fear by Ancient Thrones. 2 that were reported by Latino Review.
What a website.
It tends to be reliable, but sometimes it does get it really wrong. But more so than not, it gets it right. Return of the Sith.
Because it was Return of the Jedi, wasn't it?
Yeah. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Episode 7, Return of the Sith.
That would actually tie in quite well.
A little too close, in my opinion. But I prefer that to the next one that Latino Review reported. Rise of the Jedi.
Yeah, okay.
Return of the Jedi. Rise of the Jedi.
The next one. Sitting Down of the Jedi.
Yeah. And then you have...
Episode 7, Daddy, I forget.
New Dawn. The Order of the Jedi. Seems a bit bland.
Yeah, I don't really like that one.
And plus, I don't think there will be a Jedi Order.
Isn't it dead anyway?
Well, yeah, because in the prequels, Order 66 wiped them out. But then, of course, in the originals, Luke became a Jedi.
I thought wasn't he the only one there?
Yeah, but then Yoda was like, pass on what you have learned. But if you're sad like me and have extensively know this stuff off by heart, I don't think Luke would make a new Jedi Order. He did in the expanded universe. I don't think he would do that because that's just doing the exact same mistake that the Jedi of old did, the Jedi of the prequels did, because the Jedi of the prequels were flawed. They didn't work anymore. They'd become too involved with politics. They had become lackeys of the Senate. Like in the Clone Wars, the Senate told them to give up one of their Jedi so that they could put them on trial and execute them. And they did it!
Yeah, true.
It was like...
Well, maybe this time around, if it does make an order, or even just starts to bring Jedi together, they won't be on the political side. They'll be more of this is right, this is wrong, or even that. Yeah,
kind of like what the Sith did, which is kind of weird.
They'll pop up whenever they're needed, like lanterns.
It's possible. You wanna know what I think?
What?
I think Luke went back to Tatooine.
Maybe, right?
I think because in episode 4 he was like he wanted off Tatooine. He didn't want to be a farmer. He wanted to be an adventurer and join the Rebel Alliance. I think that after he saved the galaxy, defeated the Emperor, I honestly think he would have went back to Tatooine and just lived a simple life. Maybe as a farmer.
Guys, I need a break. I'm going home.
I honestly think he would have done that. And maybe taught his kid the ways of the Force, and maybe Leia the ways of the Force, because as we know, she was Force sensitive.
Oh, yeah, true.
But
Force Unleashed, she was an actual Jedi. I think it was Force Unleashed 2. She actually got a lightsaber, and you were able to fight her.
That was in the DLC.
Yeah.
That was the Endor DLC where it was
where you got to go about killing Ewoks.
A what if universe where the clone Star Kill. I prefer the what ifs to the first Force Unleashed rather than the what if of the second Force Unleashed. That's a whole nother podcast.
No.
Literally, I could do a podcast based on Star Wars. Like I could go on for hours just about Star Wars folks. And I love it.
I've noticed.
Yeah. Judge me not, man. I don't care. Freaking Star Wars.
Are you done on episode 7 now?
Yes.
Okay, the next is
Star Wars Rebels!
Next topic is still Star Wars. Star Wars Rebels, that's the TV show?
Yeah, well, I don't know if you know, Chris. It was Star Wars Day recently.
You don't say.
May the 4th be with you. And Revenge of the 5th. But, yeah,
God, it's the 5th today.
They released... No, it's not.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh, it's the 10th.
Yeah.
I have the calendar wrong there.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, on May the 4th, they released a trailer for Star Wars Rebels. A full length trailer. And it was awesome. It was, we see all the characters and we see the Empires in full force. The Stormtroopers look amazing.
Is it prequel or sequels?
It's set between episode 3 and episode 4.
So this will be like the changeover?
This is the dark times, as Obi-Wan called it. This is when the Empire's in full power.
Yeah.
There is no Rebel Alliance to fight them. Yeah. But that's what this is about. It's kind of like the formation of the Rebels.
Yeah.
And yeah, the trailer was awesome. It ended with Kanan, one of the main characters, who's like the Killboy Jedi.
Yeah.
The Imperial's like, shoot the, and then he pauses, and Kanan's like assembling this thing together, and it's like, shoot the Jedi, and you just see Kanan like,
nice,
because he's a Jedi in hiding. This is the first time he's lit his lightsaber up in a long time, and it's just awesome. And then the very end of the trailer, you see a Star Destroyer, and then you see this Imperial officer, who I think is called Callus, talking to, we've discovered a rogue Jedi. And then you see this hologram of the Inquisitor, who's the main villain of Rebels.
Okay.
And he's just like, you were right to call.
Yeah.
And it was like, we don't know who's voicing him yet.
If it was like, oh, we found a rebel, and I'll just all of a sudden hear.
See, Vader hasn't been confirmed, but implied that he's going to be in it.
Well, if it's a Star Wars thing and it's set in between,
yeah,
he's going to be in it.
He's got to be in it, surely. Because he's fucking Darth Vader.
Exactly.
And I hate Anakin in the prequel movies, but I love Vader. He's my favourite character.
I liked him in he was a Wayne. And then after that, it was just kind of...
He became a whiny kid.
Yeah.
But in the Clone Wars, you need to watch the Clone Wars, man. It's so good.
I've seen the film for it.
The film is... but the show is amazing, especially season 5.
Okay.
Oh my god, season 5, man. I haven't seen season 6 yet. It's not on DVD. It's only in America. Yeah. Anakin, I love. He's one of my favourite things. Anakin in that is young Vader. He's everything Obi-Wan said he was in episode 4. He's a cunning warrior. He's a great pilot. He's a great commander, a military leader.
Yeah.
He's a good strategist. And he's a good friend. In the prequels, he was a whiny bastard. He was always being a bitch to Obi-Wan.
I was always trying to one-up him.
Yeah, but in Clone Wars, they get on. You know, they're good mates.
I'm gonna still watching Clone Wars.
You need to. I've got them here. You know, you should watch them. First and second season, a bit kiddish, but still awesome.
Yeah.
Season 3, 4, and 5, and then 6. So I hear. Just not a kids show. Do not let kids watch the Clone Wars. It will traumatize them. It's not a kids show. But yeah. Rebels. Some leaked news about Rebels.
Okay.
There was a toy fair or whatever recently, and they were showing off some like new action figures from characters from Rebels, marketing and whatnot. And it was accidentally leaked a certain fan favorite character who is going to be in Rebels, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, which is interesting because he should be on Tatooine looking after Luke at this point. Rebels is
maybe he's got tired and screaming at him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Rebels is 14 years after Revenge of the Sith, so 5 years before A New Hope.
Maybe he's with that family then. Well, he would be.
The Luke's aunt and uncle.
Aye.
Well, they didn't like Obi-Wan, remember? In episode 4, they told Luke, "You stay away from him. He's just a crazy old hermit."
There you go then. Maybe he told them to say that.
I think we're gonna be on. I think we're gonna go to Tatooine at some point during the season. I don't think it's gonna be Obi-Wan off Tatooine because I don't think he would leave Tatooine. I think he would stay on Tatooine so he can be near Luke.
Yeah.
But that's just me personally. That's what I think. I think I'm not about Star Wars.
I've noticed.
Leave me alone, man. You have your passions, I have mine.
My passions are just making a drink.
Good for you, sir. Good for you. When I'm 40, I'll just have like stormtrooper armor everywhere and Star Wars memorabilia all over the walls, and you'll have a dying liver.
I'll have a house made of Jack Daniels bottles.
No liver transplant waiting.
Got a few waiting.
Yeah. So it's like, I need them in backup supply.
Oh God, that's probably true as well.
Another character rumoured but not officially confirmed. We know Obi-Wan is going to be in it, even though he's not been officially confirmed.
You nearly said the name while you were saying Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan was leaked, so we know he's going to be in it. But one that's not confirmed, but heavily rumoured, because the actor kind of implied it himself.
As they do.
Billy D. Williams.
Oh God.
Lando Calrissian himself.
Oh God.
He's apparently going to be in Star Wars Rebels.
Oh God.
Colt 45. What's every time?
Oh God.
You're a pirate. You gotta love the Billy D.
Yeah.
Billy D, that's me. He's the coolest man in the galaxy. Come on. Lando Calrissian is cooler than Han Solo. Come on.
Nah.
Oh, you're kidding me, right?
Hand shot first.
Yeah, he did. I don't disagree with that, but you know, it's Lando, man.
Nah, I'd rather have a Han.
Oh, fair enough. You can be Han, I'll be Lando.
You're not black enough to be Lando.
Oh, racist.
But you're not. You're paler than me.
I wish I was black. Because black people are the best. That's why there's racism in the world. Not because they hate black people, it's because they're jealous of black people, because they wish they were black. Not that I'm racist because I wish I was black. I love black people. I love all people. Kind of.
Kind of.
But yeah, Star Wars Rebels. You looking forward to it, Chris?
From the sounds of it, it'll be an awesome show to watch. Especially if there'll be like filling in gaps in between.
Do you like all the Star Wars movies?
Yeah.
Even the prequels.
Even the prequels.
Okay, fair enough. I'm glad you get some enjoyment out of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you to watch Clone Wars.
Okay.
It is worth it. It's so worth it.
Okay.
And Rebels is a successor to Clone Wars, so yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Wait, so it's going to be the same kind of cel-shaded cartoon?
Slightly different animation style.
Oh, right.
It's more Disney.
Well, we're not going to see Rapunzel prancing about the universe, are we?
But just it's not as like
detailed.
It's not as detailed. Well, it's quite detailed, but
it's not as detailed, but it's quite detailed.
It's quite detailed, but not as detailed as Clone Wars. But the faces are smoother, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like less rigid than Clone Wars, like less pointy chins.
They all have pointy chins.
Hey, have you seen Count Dooku in Clone Wars? He looks like he's carved out of stone. That beard. But yeah, that's Star Wars Rebels. I can't wait for it because it's all I'm gonna get Star Wars until Episode 7 next year.
We fill the gap in that way too.
Yes, but it wasn't just a trailer for Rebels we had, Chris.
The trailer for Gotham.
Yeah,
I've never seen the trailer.
Then why are we talking about this on the podcast?
But I did see a funny picture about it.
What
it's Gordon with his commissioner, and he turns around to him with a kind of glasses case and says, "It's time." And he opens it, and it's his glasses and a mustache.
Yeah.
So he puts the mustache and the glasses on, and then just the next panel, it's him flying away. That's all I've seen of it.
Moving on.
Moving on.
We can't talk about Gotham anymore because how can you top that?
Yeah.
What do you think about the fact he's not got a mustache?
Well, it is early on.
Yeah, I see. That's why
I've seen the actor that plays him in the.
He's a pretty decent actor.
Yeah, I don't think it's a mustache just now.
He's gonna grow into it, surely.
Is that a pun? He's gonna grow into his mustache.
I'm sure there's I didn't mean it as a pun, but I'm sure there is one there.
The actor, it'd be good to see him playing a role like that. And I have heard there's going to be like Joker elements in it.
Yeah, Joker's been confirmed to appear. They haven't said an actor that's going to play him.
How will he be in it though?
I don't know, they haven't specified. They said he is going to be in it in some form, but
turns out it's all just, the whole show is just like a part of a Joker torture. And by the end of it, it's just Gordon waking up to Batman saving him.
Yeah. Well, the showrunner of Gotham is Bruno Heller, the guy that does The Mentalist.
Oh god, it's going to be that then.
Do you think that's what they could do Joker as? The smiley face on the wall, drawn in blood?
Yeah.
That would be a great way to do Joker, I think. Just a smiley face on the wall.
That would be a really big smiley face.
Yeah. Who smiles more than the Joker?
His mum.
Bruce Wayne's mum.
Batman's mum, aye.
Flashpoint.
Oh god.
That was a great story.
That was.
And it's so fucking... Oh god.
It's really dark. Man.
For anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, there's a comic book called Flashpoint where the Flash enters like a parallel universe or whatever.
He tries to save his mum from dying or something like that.
Yeah.
He goes back in time, changes something, and comes back. But he's
and it's
changed.
Fucked up.
From him saving his mum, it's changed more than that. Somehow.
Butterfly effect.
There was a butterfly effect off it, and somehow Bruce died instead of his mum and dad. So his dad became Batman, and through the shock of her son dying,
his mum
became Joker.
Yeah. Which is so fucking freaky.
Aquaman and Wonder Woman had a thing together. They got freaky, and Aquaman's wife caught him. So Wonder Woman kind of chopped off her head and stole the crown. That didn't go down well with Aquaman. So now there's just that big war.
Fish people, man. What do you expect?
So you could say Wonder Woman was sleeping with the fishes.
Oh, Brofest.
That was a terrible pun.
What do you expect in this podcast?
I know.
We're talking about fucking Aquaman here. Sleeping with
Aquaman is a badass.
Yeah. And what is it? Superman was like a skinny boy.
Aye, Superman wasn't found by the Kents.
Yeah, he was
found by
held
scientists.
by the government.
Aye, so they held him underground, and then some cyborg found him. And
he'd never seen sunlight or whatever.
I'd never been outside, so he didn't have most of his powers. But as soon as he went outside, he had this sudden photosynthesis powers. He got all the sunlight he needed and fucking laser beamed someone's arm off. Someone was trying to kill Cyborg, they'd ripped his chest open and they were about to get to his heart, and all of a sudden skinny Superman laser blasted him to oblivion.
I presume he's not called Clark, I presume he's Kal-El.
Yeah.
So I've read the Batman stuff, the Flashpoint, but never really the Superman stuff.
You should. Very good.
I've never seen the film either.
Oh, you should. Very good.
What was I going to say?
I don't know. I went off topic. I started to go mad about something.
Gotham trailer. I mean, are you looking forward to Gotham?
Yeah.
Even though it's a Batman show without Batman.
Well, it's not a Batman show. It's a Commissioner Gordon show.
Which I like.
How he became who he was, and through the decisions he had to make.
And I like how he has, the first episode is the death of Bruce's parents.
Yeah.
And it's it looks like it's going to be Jim Gordon's friendship with the young Bruce that kind of forges Bruce into becoming what we ultimately know what he becomes.
Batman.
Yeah, which makes sense about why Gordon would be the cop that Batman trusts.
Yeah.
Because,
until Gordon finds out who Batman is.
I love the trailer. Some people don't like it; they think it looks corny as hell. But I really liked it.
You should probably go and watch it.
Yeah, you should. It's hard to talk about it since you haven't seen it.
Okay, well, we'll move on then to.
Did you want to know some of the villains they teased in the trailer?
Okay.
Do you or
yeah, I do.
Or do you want? Okay. The trailer was kind of cool because at the end of the trailer it was before Penguin, and it shows you young Penguin. Before Catwoman, it shows you young Catwoman. Before Riddler, before Poison Ivy, who I didn't know was in it. It's this creepy looking redhead girl with plants and just creepy looking. And then
I'm watering the plants.
And then it says before Batman, there was Gotham.
Ooh.
And it's the title, Gotham.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Oh, I need to move more.
And then you hear Jim Gordon, and then you kind of see Bruce standing at the top of what looks like Wayne Manor, and he looks like he's going to kill himself. It looks like he's going to commit suicide. And then all you hear is Jim Gordon's voice, never give in to the darkness, Bruce.
Well, he went to the complete opposite.
Yeah, I know, he became fucking the Dark Knight.
Never give in to the darkness. Okay. I suddenly like black real lycra.
I think he's gonna be though that advice is gonna be like, I will be what the city needs, but I'll never cross that line to become what I fight against.
Yeah.
Which is what defines Batman. Batman's my favourite superhero.
The Hulk's mine.
Really?
Fucking love
Is that why you were fanboying so much over this like little model I've got of the Hulk?
Yes. And it's an incredible Hulk as well. I loved watching that when I was growing up.
I can't remember the theme tune. The 90s one that had Grey Hulk in it at one point.
I had Grey Hulk and Green Hulk. Well, I had the Grey Hulk. Joe Fix-It.
Oh yeah, with the hat and the suit.
Yep.
Oh, that was awesome. The actual intelligent Hulk.
Tell you, I'll give you a bit of Hulk lore. There was a point where Bruce, the Grey Hulk, and the Green Hulk merged into the Intelligent Hulk. So he had traits from all three of them.
What colour was he?
It was just a Green Hulk.
Alright.
But he had traits from all three of them. So he could talk, and he had Bruce's intelligence. But then something happened in their psyche, the three of them started to separate, and something happened with that, and the Grey Hulk just completely disappeared.
No.
No.
I liked Mr. Fix-It.
It was funny when he first appeared, because he went to like a building site or something, and was like, oh, just lift that up there. He's like, okay, and he grabs like a handful of steel girders, puts them on his shoulder, and everybody's like, what?
It was just something really different about the Hulk rather than the whole man versus monster type thing. It was like, he if I remember right, he was stuck as the Grey Hulk. He couldn't change
Yeah, that's
back.
how he was Joe Fix-It.
Yeah, so it was like, well, I'm like this, but at least I'm not an idiot. You know, I actually know how to think and talk.
Like
So he just wears a suit and a hat, and it's like, I'm Joe!
Joe was like a different personality completely. He didn't have Bruce's intelligence, so he was a different person.
Then you have all the other Hulks like She-Hulk and Red Hulk.
She-Hulk, that was weird how she became that. Like Bruce needed a blood transfusion, so he got some of Jenna's blood, and then she needed a blood transfusion, so he gave it back, and then she turned into the Green Hulk, and he was just like, "Oh fuck, what have I done?"
Yeah. Then there's Red She-Hulk.
That's
Betty.
Betty. I don't know. I've not read that far.
Let's see. I don't read much.
Ross, Thunderbolt Ross
Becomes
I love how Red Hulk.
Years and years he's like, I fucking hate the Hulk, and then he himself becomes a Hulk.
But the angrier he gets, the hotter he gets. The hot.
So if he's having a really bad day, he becomes like a babe.
No. It's like, I'm so angry! Boobs.
Look how hot I am.
He turns into the She-Hulk.
Plot twist, it's not Betty, it's the Red She-Hulk. It's Thunderbolt Ross.
Thunderbolt Thaddeus Ross.
That
was way off topic.
Yeah, I'd love to see the Red Hulk or some of the others in future Marvel.
Well, the Indestructible Hulk, that was rumoured. We talked about that last week.
If that leak is true.
If that's true, I'll die happy.
That would be pretty amazing.
Because I read, I think, the first 3 comics of that, and then I ran out of money.
Oh.
So I might start getting them again. In like the first or the second one, he goes to Stark for help.
Nice.
And to test how strong the Hulk is, or to test what brings on the Hulk, he put Banner in like a gravity chamber.
I remember you telling me about this.
And he put like the gravity up to Saturn, and the Hulk just happily stands up like it's nothing, and they're all like, "Oh shit, what have we done?" And he just smashes his way out of it. Then goes on a rampage. True Hulk fashion.
Can never just open the door, can he? No, he's always got it smashed. I tell you, I don't know how Stark is still rich. It is probably half his fortune just repairing shit that the Hulk breaks.
Repairing fucking New York.
And then when he turns into Banner, it's like, Tony, my best mate. It's like, fuck you, you've cost me my family fortune, you bitch.
It's like, are we still going to drink today? No.
Science bros no more. That, you know how you were saying you really want to read Old Man Logan?
Yeah.
And we talked about it slightly last week with Alice. Hulk plays a big part in that.
Aye, he's like the main bad guy.
Yeah, the radiation is kind of made him go crazy.
I've read another storyline like that. There was a gamma bomb that went off, and everybody got turned into Hulks because he was already in Hulk form. It like put his strength up by like 200%, and his intelligence.
So he just claps and it just shatters the air.
Something like that.
That would be funny.
Oh.
And Old Man Logan, he's really fucked up, or like really messed up. Like, he has an incestuous relationship with She-Hulk.
Lovely.
Yeah, because as he puts it, Old Man Banner puts it, she's the only one who could take me. Which is like, it's like, what? I don't want to hear that. And
wait, Old Man Banner?
Yeah, like Banner's pretty old at this point.
What does he turn into Banner at some points?
Yeah, you don't see the Hulk at the beginning, like, because he's got children, right? Kids and grandkids through his relationship with She-Hulk.
Lovely.
They're inbred rednecks, but they call them greennecks.
Yeah.
Because Hulks. And they can't change into humans, they're just naturally. But they're not as strong or as intelligent.
Yeah.
Because they're inbred.
Yeah.
Take note, Lannisters. We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, and the Hulk though is like, we don't see the Hulk, we see him as Banner, and he's really old at this point. Still really fucking strong and crazy.
Right.
But then he turns into the Hulk, and he's fighting Wolverine. And we see old Hulk.
Has he got a beard?
No.
Oh.
He's like old and clean. He's got age spots though.
Wow.
And he's bigger than he's ever been before.
Nice.
Like, when I say he's big, he is fucking massive. And I don't know if I want to go into this though, because it's kind of spoilers.
It's fine, I'll read into it.
Right,
You need to keep going.
He's really disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, the Hulk is gross as hell in this. Like, he eats Wolverine.
Oh, then Wolverine cuts his way out.
Yeah. And like,
that recently happened to Deadpool.
Seriously?
He got I can't remember what it was, but he got munched by something and it spat him out in pieces, and he was just kind of lying there going, ow.
Give me a minute. I'll put myself back together.
God damn it, Deadpool.
Can't say that. Have you read the issue where he gets married?
Yeah. No, I've not actually. I was downloading it.
I don't know what's about it. Is it there?
No, it's a succubus.
Oh, Deadpool. Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you more about it later.
Alright, so let's move on to the next topic.
Game of Thrones. The last episode that was there. First of his name.
Season 4, episode 5, First of his name. And it references the coronation of King Tommen Baratheon, aka Lannister.
Yeah.
But no one's supposed to know about that.
I think the way the blah words, he would actually make a good king.
He is a great kid. He's a good soul.
He's a good wee lad.
Yeah, he really, well, compared to the last king, you know.
Oh God, yeah.
Let's not go there.
As long as Tommen doesn't decide to like pick up a crossbow,
no,
we'll be happy.
It's like, Mommy, what's this beautiful thing? It's like, not again! But what did you think, though, how he gets the crown put on him, and he's kind of like, I'm king now, and he's looking over everyone, and then he sees Margaret, and then he smiles, and it's like, oh, someone's got a crown.
Like the relationship between him and Marjorie just now, I think, brilliant.
Yeah, she's. See, if we were his age, who wouldn't want that?
Oh, fucking all. Who cares about his age, even now?
Oh, he's like, in the show, he's like 14 or 15 or whatever.
What age is she?
23, 24.
Sorted then, I'm fine.
Something like that. I think she's around about that.
I'm just waiting for the naked scene that shows up with her.
Season 2. Yeah.
I need to go rewatch some things.
Possibly season 3 as well.
I really need to go back and rewatch some things.
Or if you really want to watch The Tudors.
I really need to go back and rewatch some things.
She played Anne Boleyn in that, and that was where I first fell in love with her.
Because you saw her in the nude.
No, just
no.
Natalie Dormer is a goddess, I think. Like, she is a celebrity crush of mine.
Well, okay.
It's like, oh, she's a goddess. Because she was Anne Boleyn in The Tudors, and she was Irene Adler in Elementary. And now she's Margaret Tyrell in Game of Thrones.
Well, isn't she Lannister now? She did get married to Joffrey, even if it was for like an hour.
That wasn't consummated though. And in Game of Thrones, if it's not consummated, then it didn't fucking happen.
Well, doesn't that mean that what's her name?
Sansa and Tyrion.
She's not a Lannister then, because that wasn't consummated.
Technically, yeah. Which I like that because one, her aunt is fucking crazy.
Oh god, I know.
Yeah, like obviously we know that from season 1 where she was breastfeeding her kid, like her 8-year-old kid.
No.
But even now,
so the way she was accusing her of everything, and then she made her cry, and it was like, oh, okay, I'll help you through this, but you are marrying my kid. By the way, it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, my breastfed child. It's like, what? By the way, how much of a dick was that kid? It's like Littlefinger, right? It's like, Robin, never show a gift.
And throws it out the fucking polo.
Like, thank you, Uncle Peter. Whoop. It's like, I kind of wish there was a shot of Peter's face. He's like, oh, that's how it is it? Fine then, bastard. I'll be the evil stepdad to you, cunt. Didn't think of that, did you?
Oh, so the way our aunt says, oh, they'll be able to hear me screaming over the sea.
And then we do hear so much for Littlefinger saving himself, eh?
I don't know.
Although the one he was saving himself for is kind of
dead.
Red Wedding. God.
Oh. It's the first time I watched the Red Wedding, I was literally sitting there going, what's going on? What? No!
That is one of the few times I've ever been traumatized by something I've read. After I read the book, I was like, I need a break. I need a break. What's even worse, it's worse than the show.
Because they killed the Wayne.
They killed the... Ned Stark has left the game. Ned Stark has came back to the... Oh, no, he's left the game. Fucking... Don't be called Stark in Game of Thrones.
Or Ned.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, Eddard.
Eddard, yeah.
Eddard.
Or Rob.
Or Rob. or just generally be in Game of Thrones.
Don't be in Game of Thrones. It doesn't end well.
I'll just be a farmer in Game of Thrones. You'll be fine. No, we'll still get you.
Then the helm steals your money.
The headbutts you and steals your money.
What was I going to say? Yeah. What did you think of the little kind of reveal? They didn't emphasise it too much in the show, but it changes everything. Littlefinger killed Jon Arryn. Or got Lysa to kill Jon Arryn, which in the very first episode of the show was the whole thing that set it up.
Aye. That was pretty smart.
Because if Jon Arryn didn't die, then King Robert never would have went to Ned to be his new hand of the king, so he never would have brought him to himself. He never would have found out about Cersei and whatnot, and then Joffrey never would have killed him. And
Bran still could walk.
And then and they never would have went to war, and the Starks wouldn't be fucking dead everywhere, and it's all because of Littlefinger.
Although it did help in a certain way, because if he didn't do that, then the White Walkers and the Wildlings would kind of be on top of them by now.
No, because if you think about it, if there wasn't a war, because winter was coming and they're using up all their resources. Lannisters are broke. They were the richest family in the country. They're broke, as Tywin says. Their mines ran dry, and they've wasted all their resources at war. They're trying to recover. Winter is coming. The crops are dying.
Yeah.
And you got the Wildlings and the White Walkers coming, and it's like they need to if they never went to war, they would be more prepared to hold back the assault. Now they're more kind of like,
oh shit,
what the fuck are we gonna do?
They seem to have made a terrible mistake.
Because you get the White Walkers and the Wildlings.
Don't forget the baby White Walkers.
Yeah, good point. And then you got the dragons to the east.
Oh, right.
And then you get the Iron Bank of Bravos. Is like, yeah, where's our money?
Where's my money, bitch? Where's my money?
Yeah, who Mark Gatiss from Doctor Who is Title Nestoris, who's an ambassador of the Iron Bank of Bravos.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. What else from the episode can we talk about?
It's when Arya, she was listing all these people, and then the Hound's just like, oh fine, just finish your fucking list. She turns around, the Hound, and he kind of looks at her going, oh?
What?
And it's in the morning, where she goes to stab him, and it's the look on his face like, I didn't think she was going to do that. Smack.
It's like, you fuck, you bitch! It's going to be interesting to see where that goes.
It is. She's getting really more sadistic as it goes along.
Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I'm enjoying it.
And what does that say about you, Chris?
Nothing at all. Want to go stab someone?
You sociopath.
Maybe.
Yeah, I love the Helen Denario.
The perfect combination just now.
Yeah, what do you think about Lenore? You know, John and
See that
Bran.
fight between John and Owen from Torchwood?
Yeah, Baron Gorman. I don't know the character in Game of Thrones.
When he was saying to him, "Oh, you were trained to fight and lunge and everything," I was expecting them to go, "But I was also in a wildling and like fucking bust out all these moves." But no, that was ass handed.
That was a great duel.
It was,
because he's kind of been built up, not that many episodes, but as a cool little nemesis for John in a way.
Yeah.
And it's like you got John, who's like the noble kind of like son of Stark.
See, if that woman never came in though, John would have died.
Basically, yeah. I mean, that's what we found with Game of Thrones. The honourable ones don't last long.
It was when the guy that escaped was running away, and he runs past Snowy. Snowy's cage.
Ghost,
that's it.
and it's just like, wow.
It's the way it was like lying open, and he's looking at it going, "Well, that's not good."
For a second, I thought it was going to be the White Walkers that got him.
That's what I was thinking.
But then it was like, no.
It was like showed up in front of John, and he was just like, "Oh, I've missed you so much," and it's just like, "Hello, I'm a dog."
It's like,
no, I'm a wolf. Sorry.
We never got a reunion with John and Bran, which was kind of broke my heart. But
what happened to Bran's direwolf?
Oh, he gone. Because he said before he left, it's like, let's go get Summer and head.
Oh,
so we gotta find the three-eyed fucking crow.
And fucking Bran went into Hodor,
and then like crunch.
Ripped the guy's neck off basically, and then Hodor's standing there going, Hodor, looking at the blood in his hands.
Hodor, because Hodor's not a violent guy, you know.
I really feel sorry for him.
I know. I'm curious to see what they do with that in future episodes. What do you think of that? That Roose Bolton's man, who was the guy that cut Jaime's hand off in season 3, is now dead.
I'm interested to see what they do with
I kind of thought he was going to try and kill Jon, but no, he was simply there for Bran.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and he's dead, so I mean,
yeah,
which is interesting.
All hail the Hodor. Well, the Bran Hodor.
Just want to see Hodor on the Iron Throne. Just like,
what do you wish, Hodor?
What is your decree for the day, Your Majesty? Hodor.
Hodor. He's like a fucking Pokemon.
No.
I said out Charmander. I said it Hodor.
Use Tackle, Hodor. Hodor. Yeah. What else from the episode was notable?
I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, what about Dany? I mean, she took the city, but then she kind of realised all these other cities that she freed from slavery are not doing so well.
It's the way it kind of clicked in her head that if she can't kind of help them, so the Seven Kingdoms is off the table.
Yeah, it's like if I can't free a few slaves, how can I rule 7 kingdoms?
No, I'll do what any queen does. I'll rule, and she walks away. We know you're sitting watching it, going, "Oh shit, she's going down.
She's gonna become Queen of Marine."
That's when she'll get that big throne room.
Yeah, and
that throne room looks amazing.
Yeah, not as good as the Westeros one.
It's still good though.
Still good, but it's the Iron Throne you want from. Or is it though? Because anyone that ends up on it doesn't end well for them.
No.
I mean, how many kings have we went through?
A lot.
I mean, the Mad King have we never seen in the show, but Jaime Keltan. And then we had Robert. You get gutted by a pig.
And with a little help of Cersei with poison.
Yeah, it's true. And then we had Joffrey. Yeah. Little bastard. Then we got Tommen.
I hope Tommen survives. He's a nice wee guy.
I hope so too. Yeah. So Did you see the preview for next week's episode?
I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Just okay.
I can't remember the preview for it. I know the next episode is called The Laws of Gods and Men. And I know one thing about it.
What?
It's the trial.
Tyrion's
trial.
I've seen clips of the trial, and it's just Tyrion dancing when he gets up to the kind of podium thing.
I haven't seen this.
He's dancing on it. Oh, it was brilliant.
It's I'm looking forward to it, but his dad hates him.
Oh god, yes. The only person that's like tolerant of him is Jamie, and well, Pod as well.
Oh yeah, Pod and Jamie kind of love him.
Yeah.
Even Braun to an extent. You know, he just wants his gold.
I think when it comes to the point where like Tyrion would offer him gold, they'd just go, nah. So I mean, him, with everything that he's done, I don't think he'd take any gold because he's getting stuff that he doesn't usually get. Because he's usually just a sellsword. Well, I think with Tyrion, he's getting loads of women, loads of free booze.
And a knighthood.
And a knighthood.
Yeah, you want it to work out well for Tyrion.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite character in Game of Thrones?
I'd say Tyrion.
Tyrion, yeah, I'd probably agree. Although, right, list your top 3 or 4.
Oh god, I need to remember names. Tyrion was number 1.
Of course.
Jon, number 2.
Nice.
Bran, I'd say number 3.
Really?
Yeah, I do like his character.
Especially with him become much more powerful now.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, he's become kind of badass.
He has. I don't really have a 4 or a 5.
Really?
Well, 4 for Arya then. Because she's just become really sadistic.
Yeah.
I'm kind of liking that.
For me, it'd be Tyrion, Arya,
yeah,
Daenerys, and Jon.
I think it would be brilliant to see Daenerys kind of fly over everything with dragons. If she ever gets to that point.
I suspect you're going to see a lot more of the dragons soon.
You suspect? You've read the books, you know!
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
That laugh though.
Yeah, that's my Otto Octavius laugh. I'm practicing it very well.
You're going to try and be Doc Ock now?
No, I'm going to be Spider-Man.
Oh! Fair enough.
Until issue 31.
Yeah.
Oh god! Superior!
It's sad how he dies.
I know, I've seen how he dies. I haven't read Goblin Nation, but I've seen how he dies. And, okay. Spoilers! Yeah. Is there anything else we can talk about, Chris?
I don't really think so. I really need to pee, so...
Same. But, so professional.
Oh.
Can you think of any other news stories? I've been disconnected from the internet for a couple of days.
Oh, so no, not really.
Oh well.
I think for next week we'll probably...
Yeah, we'll research.
We'll nerd up. No, sorry, we'll geek up for the next episode.
What's the difference? Nerd geek? I've never understood the difference.
Geek's the name of the podcast, so...
Yeah, okay, fair point. The Infinite Nerd just doesn't have the same...
Sister called it that.
The Infinite
Wait,
Nerd.
are you going to go do your podcast now? The Infinite Nerd? It's Geek, Sean!
I'm ashamed of her.
So am I.
God damn, Sean.
She won't even get this far.
God damn it, Sean.
Fucking Sean.
Fucking no.
Hi, Sean.
No offense, man, at all.
No, none at all.
Before we get to like the end question that we ask every week, we should point out that I think by next episode, because you're looking into it, Chris, we should have theme music maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get one of my old friends to at least throw something together. It should sound reasonable for the start of the podcast. Hopefully. Just need to wait and see.
Yeah, all we need is like some opening music and some closing music, and that's it.
Yeah, I'll try. Or he'll try. I'll try and bribe him with something.
Sex.
Okay. I'll give that my guy friend sex.
Hey, we live in an open-minded world these days.
Oh, we really do.
And it's awesome. Yeah.
End question?
Before we get to that,
Oh, okay.
We have. Remember to like and subscribe our YouTube. Yeah, we got a plug.
We've got to hold ourselves out.
Yeah, of course.
We've got our Facebook, which is the Infinite Geek. The same picture as here.
Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
We also have the Instagram. Not much is on it. I think it's just one picture just now.
We'll put a few pictures up for each episode. Okay.
I should have probably took them earlier on then.
Yeah, we'll take one after this episode.
Okay. We've also got our kind of Beyond the Infinite,
which is our behind the scenes extravaganza.
Basically a video and a caption that I'll put up on the Facebook page when I've got time to.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully there'll be an actual video on it this time. The last time it took the video out and it was just audio.
Which was, it was just, you could have just listened to the podcast.
Yeah, pretty much.
We have the Twitter account, at the Infinite Geek.
Oh yeah, Twitter, I keep forgetting about that.
And we're looking into iTunes, so that people can download the podcasts instead of just having to stream it from YouTube.
If you can be bothered listening to us that long.
We're also looking into t-shirts. I think I mentioned that last week. I'm looking into it. Chris is helping me out with that.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah. If you'd like a t-shirt, let us know. We'll probably have our logo on it. We'll look into it.
I'll make some rough design.
Yeah, it's because we have like the main logo, but then we have like the one with the stars behind.
Yeah, that'd be good as like a whole t-shirt, just the stars and the sign.
That would be pretty awesome. We'll look into that. But
yeah.
Do we have any other social media pages?
To find us on Bebo, MySpace, fucking all these extinct ones.
Do you remember Bebo back in the day?
That's coming back.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It was bought over by some company and they're remaking everything.
It's like the Power Rangers reboot. It used to be dark and gritty and mature.
That'll come out with Bebo.
And it needs to have Tommy. Bebo needs to have Tommy on it.
It's just his face right in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, he's 1 minute he's the green Bebo, then he's the white Bebo, then he's the red Bebo.
Then he's the black Bebo.
Yeah, with like a dinosaur in the background as a profile pic.
I want to see that though.
Yeah, we think of some weird shit in this podcast.
Right, before the two of us end up wetting ourselves, because we do need to pee. The end question, your favourite and least favourite films ever made. What would they be?
Can you do it in one, or do you need like a top three?
Well, I really need to pee, so we'll just go for one.
Right, well. My favourite film ever made, simple, The Empire Strikes Back. That film is just, it means so much to me. I love all the Star Wars movies, but The Empire Strikes Back is my favourite. Least favourite movie. In fact, you do your favourite first.
My favourite would be Planet Hulk.
The animated movie?
The animated movie, Planet Hulk.
Not what I thought you'd go for. I thought you would go for like an action, live action movie.
No, I really liked it because it showed that the Hulk isn't always a monster.
Really? Planet Hulk, out of every movie that's ever been made, you would go for Planet Hulk?
I like the Hulk.
That much?
Yes, that much.
Even over the live action Hulk movies?
Oh, they were terrible compared to it.
Okay, fair enough. Not where I thought that was going, but okay. Fair enough.
I have my own opinions.
To your least favourite, or your couple of least favourite movies?
Least favourite movie?
Yeah. I could rant a bit about this.
I'm not too sure. I kind of enjoy most movies that I watch.
Surely there's been some that you absolutely hated.
I can't really think off the top of my head.
Really? You can't think of your least favourite movie? Or just a movie that you really didn't like?
Twilight. I'll go with the generic answer.
Okay, Twilight. Which one?
All of them.
Okay, one in particular?
All of them.
Okay. For me, I have to do two.
Okay, just hurry, I need to pee.
Batman and Robin.
Oh,
the film that killed Batman for a decade.
I kind of like Batman and Robin.
It's just so. I hate that film so much. So much. For so many reasons. We would need a full podcast episode just to list every reason why.
I'll give you the recording stuff, and I'll just give it to you for.
Yes, and that'll be my Beyond the Infinite Just why I hate Batman and Robin.
Okay, you can do that then.
My second one that I really hate, that's just behind Batman and Robin. Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
That film was terrible. Right.
That tortured the Dragon Ball industry.
I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, right? But it's not the fact that it was nothing like the anime, right? It was the fact that it was just bad.
They did.
Badly acted, bad special effects, bad script. Just
They did try at some parts, but then you had fucking Spike Piccolo.
I didn't mind Spike. I thought he was like one of the best things about it because at least Spike's in it.
But even his acting in it.
Even he was bad in it, but he was like the best of a bad situation.
He was the best bad in it.
Yes, which is just how bad that film was. The dialogue in it. My God, I wanted to kill myself. Jesus. So bad.
The woman that played Bulma.
Oh God, it was so awful.
The capsule that she threw down and turned into a quad bike.
And then like in the space of like what 2 or 3 scenes, she's madly in love with this douche of a guy.
What's Yamcha?
It was like
They just need the Vegeta film and fucking Yamcha's dead hundreds of times.
at least they didn't ruin Vegeta.
Oh, you know who I saw dress up as Vegeta? Jessica Negri.
Yeah.
Oh, Jessica Negri. She's a model.
Okay.
She made a Vegeta suit. Oh!
So like she did a female Vegeta cosplay.
Yes. Oh!
And what was her power level?
Oh!
Was it over 9,000?
Her power level was pretty much that build up and release. Okay.
That went weird there.
I did go weird there. I'll see if I can find it for you in like the short time I've got left.
We'll put this in the Instagram account,
Called the Jessica Negri Vegeta.
It would just be my face like, what? Vegeta! Vegeta got hot.
Oh, indeed, he did. Oh, load, please.
But yes, this has been episode 3 of the Infinite Geek podcast, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry we didn't have our guest on. We will have one next week, hopefully.
Who have we hopefully got for next week?
Next week we have Mr. Dean Plenderleaf, who I went to college with.
Dean
Plenderleaf.
Plenderleaf.
He's on YouTube. He has his own YouTube account.
I think we've got him as one of our channels.
Yep, he's featured on our channel, and check him out. He likes ranting about a lot of things which I disagree with, like Justice League.
I did recently upload a rant about the new Power Rangers movie.
Yep, which fair point. I mean,
but I quickly skipped through it.
We're optimistic about it, but I can understand why he'd be pessimistic about it. But yeah, we look forward to having him on. Don't you agree, Chris?
I guess so.
Charming. But
yeah, it'd be good to have another guest on because I missed the last episode. Right, I will get the sound fixed on the last episode. It does hit about 40 minutes and we sound like we're fucking eating the microphone.
Yeah, good point. It will be re-uploaded.
Yeah, I'll fix that at some point.
Let's hope the audio works on this.
Well, there you go.
But wow.
Yeah, power level is
that is over 9,000. Wow. Anyway, focus, Chris. Focus. Stop showing me hot Vegeta.
Jessica Negri and Javier.
We're following a stereotype here,
This is a stereotype.
But yeah, check out.
Does that help? I'll show you this.
Wow, Supergirl.
There you go.
Animated series Supergirl. God damn it, Chris! I'm trying to focus here. Thank you for listening, viewers. If you've gotten this far,
like Craig. So hi, Craig.
Like, subscribe. Hope you enjoy the Infinite Geek podcast. We are expanding, and we're bringing you along with us. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Again, check out all our social network pages, and we will see you next episode, episode 4 with Dean, hopefully. As we go beyond the infinite.
Again, hopefully we'll try and get we'll try and make this a weekly thing. I know with re-uploads of the last episode and possibly this episode might be released a bit later, but it's starting to look like it's a Wednesday the thing will be released.
Yeah.
So
Which is, we're recording Saturday and it
we're
takes
recording on Saturday.
half a week to upload.
I've got slow internet. I've got slow internet and a slow computer. Can't blame me for that. But hopefully it'll be a weekly podcast on a Wednesday or days before and after a Tuesday. No, Saturday. Yeah. So it can either come out a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or a Wednesday.
Take your pick, it's a fucking lottery.
Yeah. It just depends how well my computer likes me on those days.
The drinking game on it. When will the next podcast come out? Take a shot.
That's a long drinking game.
Yeah. Those are the fun ones though.
Oh god, they are.
But yes,
So we'll catch you next week, hopefully.
as we talk more awesome news.
As we talk a bit more shit.
Yes. It's been fun, Chris.
It has been fun, day.
Au revoir, folks.
Catch you after.